Hi guys, I wanted to explain the interface a little bit, what I've built so far. So what happens is if you want to, for example, in this case, you've introduced two things, Lloyds Bank share and, for example, the FTSE 100, right? Now, let's say we want to introduce another data source, right? So we press on data source. There's a small bug here, which I'm unfortunately, okay. And let's call it Barclays Bank. So Barclays Bank, and we'll call this share value, share value, okay, share. And we'll denote this with another letter because we'll call it D, okay? And we'll say that this is a real number, and we'll say how many epochs, how many days or time periods are we going to consider. And to make it consistent with other fields here, we will choose 40. So I'll go 30, 25, 30, 40, right? And we'll call this a driver, okay? And we say complete, and this will now go in here. Now, the next thing we do, are you filming this side? Now here, we'll say, well, we want to make a data reduction of this Barclays share value. So let's call it an average, okay? And let's give the 6-day moving average, right? And what this number 6 means here is that you can fit in these 40 epochs, time periods, 6 of these averages, because that would be 36, but if you had one more, it would be 42. And they go from -5, the -5th one, all the way to the current one, which is 0. And the label would be something like this: D3 meaning the third data, F1 meaning the first field, A meaning average, BLO meaning block, O6, which is a 6 block, and underscore I would be the different ones, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. Now, another thing that's very interesting, imagine now I reduce the epochs because I made a mistake. So I go down to 35, we're okay, and everything gets reflected here. But let's imagine now we put another data reduction here, and we call it, for example, a volatility, and we'll make it quite big so that it's a volatility of, for example, size 30, okay? Now, if we now should increase, well, I just decrease it, but increase it sufficiently, it'll get to a point where you can't fit one of these volatilities in the period, right? Well, okay, so I have to decrease it, sorry. So 40, now we go down, and it says what? 1 data reductions under the proposed new but smaller training steps don't fit 1 block. Click yes to proceed. So if I click yes, it will just proceed. If I press no, it'll bring it back to 20, but I press yes, it's going to now make it a single value, and then it's up to me to choose another block. So I could say deviation, and I could choose something a bit smaller, like a block 5, okay? So basically, these variables are what's going into soon into the modeling by genetic programming, but the next thing is to tie data and to use a simulator. And what else can I tell you? Now, all this is stored, so you never lose your model. You can have different kinds of models. You can introduce a new project. Let's see if this works. And so you could have many projects running at once for different problems you're trying to solve as a data analytics person in a company. Okay, thank you very much.